another edition of the Sewing Guru. Now, in the previous video I showed you how to attach the front and back panels together, where we first created the flat felt seam, which was right along the inside leg. So of course you've got all of your top stitching there. And in this video we're going to now do the other side, and I'm going to show you how to construct the side seams. Okay, now before we actually attach our side seams together, okay, the front and back panels together, what we need to do is we need to make sure that our pocket bags and everything are all lying totally flat, okay, before we do that. And then we need to just secure them in place so that it prevents any movement and any distortion at all. So what you need to do is make sure that your pocket bag and everything is lying totally flat on the side here and at the front. Everything's flat, so put your hand in, make sure that it's all completely flat and free of any distortions. You need to just put a few pins down the side here and also a pin here. Now we've also got the pocket bag at the side here as well, so put a pin at the side there. And you need to do that on the other side as well, obviously. So make sure that both of your pockets are lying completely flat. And when you've done that and you put your pins and everything in, we just need to stitch on the edge, catching the bag and everything in, across here, all the way to the top, and then also at the part here to catch it all in and secure that all in place. Right, so when you've done that, as you can see, I've top stitched across the top and then down the side just to secure this pocket in place. Okay, so that's not really going to go anywhere now at all, and it just keeps it all flat and prevents from sort of flapping around when you're attaching the side seams together. So when you've done that, we're now ready to attach our side seams together. So you need to get your jeans, and obviously you're going to have them inside out. Okay, so find your side seams. So as you can see, we've got here the front of our jeans, and then we have here the pocket part. So this is the back, which is going to just go on there like so. Just make sure that it's all nice and straight out of the way. Okay, and we're now going to be attaching our side seams together. Okay, now we have here this part of the pocket bag. Okay, now what you can do is you can just clip this straight, okay, and just basically make sure all this is nice and straight. Okay, and of course you can do that with the other side, and we're just going to attach from the top along the side seam. So just going to put a couple of pins in here like so, and just attach this right along. So it's going to just attach both the front and back right along the side seams. So I'm just going to get some pins there and just put a pin in there. Okay, make sure that it's nice and straight on the side, right on the edge, and just keep putting your pins in all the way down. Okay, and of course we've got, this is our hem part, so just make sure that that is aligned. Make sure that the hem is not distorted. So for instance, if your hem was like that, okay, it's going to be distorted. Alright, so make sure that your hem, whatever it looks like at this side, do that on the other side as well to create this really nice straight hem. So put a pin there. So we've got a slight gap here and a slight gap there, okay? And what that does is it just straightens out our leg, okay? And it makes everything really nice and straight. Put another pin there. And one in the middle. Okay? And when you've done that, we can do the other side, and again we can just trim this pocket part, the pocket bag, okay, just trim this so it's nice and straight along there, like so. And we can just attach this to these two panels together along the side seams as well here. So again, make sure it's nice and aligned at the top, and then just go all the way along alongside the pocket, and make sure that everything is just lying really nice and flat. As you can see, it's all nice and flat. Right along the leg part. Right along. A few more pins. So these are going to be one continuous seam on either side from the hem to the top. Okay, and again with your trouser hem, whatever you have here, it's aligned, do the same on this side. So obviously we've got a very small amount sticking out here, as you can see. Do that for the same as your hem. Really small amount. Put a pin there just to secure that in place, like so. And then we can just straighten the rest. And it just keeps your jeans totally straight. There's no lopsidedness, no sort of distortion or anything in the legs at all. Okay, so just put another pin there. Okay, right, so this is not a top stitching, by the way. Okay, this is just standard stitching. So if you want to, you can use the same colour as what you've done for your top stitching, or you can just match the colour of your denim. So in this fact it would be a blue, but you need to do your stitch length at not the length of your top stitching, which is usually a 4. Just go to the standard length of stitch that you do to just do your everyday sewing. So in my case it's 3.5 length stitch on the sewing machine, and we're stitching from here, so centimetre in, from the bottom hem all the way along, all the way to the top of the jeans here, and we're doing that on the other side as well. So from the top here all the way along to the bottom hem at this point right here. Okay, so I've now stitched right along, as you can see, okay, with a 1 centimetre seam allowance all the way along the side seams to the hem. Okay, and of course there's a little bit here sticking out, and of course I've done the same at this side here. Okay, and we've done that on both sides of our jeans. As you can see, this is all now top stitched all the way to the hem as well. Okay, so what you need to do now is just turn them the right way out. Okay, just turn these jeans the right way out. Okay, make sure everything's looking fine. Okay, and the side seams now all nice aligned, and that there's no puckering or anything else. And when you're happy with that and they're looking nice, okay, as you can see here, these seams are now lying flat. What you need to do now is just try these jeans on, okay, because what we're going to do afterwards is overlock these side seams together. Alright, so it's best to just try these jeans on now and adjust them to fit. Alright, now you can adjust them at the side here by taking them out slightly or bringing them in, no matter, you know, whichever shape you are. Okay, but they should by rights fit you as they are. Okay, there might be a very, very small adjustment at the side, but if you've been following the pattern and you've measured yourself, these jeans should fit you or whoever you're making the jeans for. Okay, but try them on now before we can get on to the next part. Okay, so what I've done is I've tried my jeans on, and mine needed taking in very, very slightly. It was basically a centimetre in. Alright, so I've basically taken in a 0.5 centimetre at this side and I've taken it in a 1/2 centimetre at this side, okay? And now my jeans fit absolutely spot on, okay? There was hardly any alteration. They fit really, really nice. So when you're happy with that and you're happy with the fit, what we can do now is just overlock right along from the top all the way along to the bottom hem at this point here, okay? And we're overlocking both of these panels together as one. Alright, so overlock from the top to the bottom. Now if you've got a few sort of lines here, what you can do, if you're confident that your weight's not going to fluctuate or anything else like that, what you can do is you can just cut these slightly here. So for me, my weight doesn't really fluctuate, so I can just cut this so we have a straight seam, alright? And the same on this side as well. We can just cut this so that it's all really, really nice and straight, and just overlock that in one piece. So overlock from the top all the way down to the bottom hem on the left and the right hand side of our jeans. Okay, so we've overlocked right along the sides all the way down to the bottom hem at this point here, and when you've done that and you're happy with that, we can just press the seams flat, okay? So we're just going to press them down to one side. Okay, now I'm just going to press mine where the fabric basically wants to lie, okay? So basically it wants to just come this way, so we're just going to press it this way on. Right, now it doesn't matter which way they go, just press that down all the way along, okay, right along the entire jean leg. Really, really nice press. Okay. Like so. And we're going to do that with the other side as well. So just, I put them onto a sleeve board. Sleeve boards are absolutely fantastic, really, for any kind of tube work at all, because of course this leg is a tube, so any kind of tube work is brilliant. Just get yourself a sleeve board and you can just press anything. It's very, very useful tool, the sleeve board. So again, just press that down right along, really neat, like so, all the way to the bottom hem at this side here. Okay, so basically that's it. We can just bring these now over to the correct side. Just pull them through so that they're on the right side. Okay, just bring the sleeve board out of the way for now. And as you can see, our jeans are really, really now starting to take shape. Okay, we've got the whole lot done now. The side seams, the inside leg seam, the fronts, the backs. All we have to do now is attach the waistband, the belt loops, and then finish off the hems. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to create your waistband and your belt loops so that it's going to fit on the top of your jeans.